Hey guys, welcome back to Andy's Dinosaur Reviews. We have some news as always, so let's get straight to it. The very first thing that I have for you guys is actually from Jurassic Justin. He is going ahead and grabbing a classic and bringing it back briefly to help fund his upcoming figures. He's bringing back the original Dimetrodon, which was one of the, I would say, probably most iconic Jurassic Justin figures that has ever released, and it's an incredible figure. I actually have one here in my collection currently. But what's cool is this time he's actually offering it at a larger scale. It is in 1/12 scale, which is larger than it was previously, meaning a full 10-inch figure, and he's offering it in both the original color scheme and unpainted, so you can paint one yourself if you would like. He recently had a few printers go down, and he's got some pretty big plans for some upcoming figures, and of course, to fund getting those printers back up and running, he's going to sell a few of these Dimetrodons. So if you are interested, I will include a link in the description to his Etsy shop where you can head on over there, grab one, and help Jurassic Justin get his printers back up and running. I also wanted to let you guys know that when it comes to Lanard toys and the Primal Clash line, it appears as though they've got some new figures, though I'm having a very hard time finding them. But you can see here as we kind of move through some of these images, they look pretty fun, honestly. Definitely some stuff that I want to get my hands on, and as per usual, you can very clearly see they aren't exactly what you would call accurate by any means, and the Primal Clash or Jurassic Clash lines never have been. They've always been very stylized, very interesting versions of dinosaur figures, and I like these. Again, I was a big fan of them when they had briefly released at Walmart, and I would love to see them come back. I don't know that they are, but if they are, I will definitely be grabbing them. Otherwise, I'm, of course, going to continue to try to search these out, and if I can find them, I will review them for you guys. I also wanted to let you guys know that as far as Castermind Creations goes, he has recently teased a brand new line from him, and they are called Paleo Raiders, prehistory on a warpath, and that has me very interested in what this is going to be. I'm definitely excited about everything when it comes to this, because Castermind Creations currently, I think, makes some of the best custom figures that you will see anywhere, and a brand new line coming from him can't be anything but exciting, so can't wait to find out more about this in the very near future. Also, when it comes to the Creative Beast Studio and the Beasts of the Mesozoic line, I wanted to show you guys the upcoming paint scheme in progress for the Beasts of the Mesozoic albino Zuniceratops. Yes, he's releasing the Zuniceratops with an albino color scheme, which is pretty interesting. Very creative idea on the part of David Silva, and I know people quite often enjoy albino-style dinosaurs. Again, Nanmu released a albino Spinosaurus at one point, so pretty interesting. Definitely, again, a very cool repaint coming for this figure. He had also shared this image, which is the Deinonychus in progress as well, and hopefully we will have some full images sometime soon, like a gallery of the final paint job and everything on the figure. But this as well looks awesome. On top of that, I wanted to let you guys know that Syrett Tech is going to be dropping some brand new hatchlings. You can see we have numerous different species, numerous different figures that will be coming from Syrett Tech, and of course Rod's Random Work, as well as Avalorosco, who are the sculptors behind these, and I think they all look really cool. Definitely, again, some more hatchlings that I wouldn't mind grabbing and reviewing for you guys, and of course adding to my collection. But if you are interested, I will of course include links in the description to the shops for these, again from Sere Tech. I also have some images here from Haolonggood, as well as a brand new release. They are releasing, and it's actually already up for sale, and I believe already shipping, the Euoplocephalus, and this looks really good. At first of all, the brown color scheme looks great, and at first I was a little let down by the darker coloration we have. However, I had seen some images of someone that actually already received theirs, and I feel like that figure looks a lot better in person than it does with these original images. But overall, again, this is a species that is in dire need of more figures. We really don't have many of it at all, and I feel like Haolonggood knocked these two out of the park from what I've seen so far. Again, wasn't a big fan of the darker one at first, but the images I had seen of someone who had received theirs looked way better. But but the brown one is for sure, again, a gorgeous version. On top of that, we also have some images for their Mamenchisaurus that is releasing. I believe this is also already beginning to ship from a few different retailers, and there are 3 different colorations of this figure, similar to what we had with the Alamosaurus, where we had 3 different colorations with that one as well. One of which I'm not super sold on, which is the green version. I think it looks okay, but it's actually like almost identical to the Tyrannosaurus they had released. Like if you look at the green T-Rex they had released, it looks pretty much exactly the same coloration-wise as that. It also is very similar to quite a few other figures that they've released in the past. So I'm more partial to the blue and brown versions, but again, the Mamenchisaurus looks insanely beautiful, and I cannot wait till mine arrive here for me to check out. Like I said, these are available currently to purchase from numerous different retailers, but if you actually are interested in purchasing one from Dan's Dinosaurs, Dan gave me a discount code for you all. If you use the code Andy at checkout, you can save $5 off from your Haolonggood Mamenchisaurus. Now again, that's a pretty decent deal considering this figure's only in like the $65 range, $70 range, something like that, I forget now. But again, $5 off will help pretty much anybody that's interested in grabbing one. So if you have not purchased your Mamenchisaurus yet, make sure you check the link in the description that will take you straight to Dan's Dinosaurs. Use the code Andy and save $5 on your Haolonggood Mamenchisaurus. I also want to give a thank you to David Solano on Facebook, who had posted this, but it appears as though we will be getting a brand new Hallmark Jurassic Park figure. Obviously, it's the Tyrannosaurus breaking through the gates. It looks like we've got some sort of a sound feature to it and everything. It's not really that great. I feel like the, ornaments they've released in the past were a lot better than this one, but it looks okay, I guess, for what it is. Again, something to look forward to once we start to get closer to the Christmas season. Also, when it comes to Recur, some images of their upcoming Tyrannosaurus. We can see it is Tyrannosaurus Rex Osborne. It will be in 1/35th scale. And again, these images just make it look even more beautiful. I cannot wait to see this figure in hand. It is just gorgeous, if you ask me. And on top of that, they had shared a few other images of this interesting set, which appears to have some, minifigures coming from Recur, and these look great, if you ask me. I think all of them look really nice. Loving the Carnotaurus and also the addition of some sauropods in this line. So another very cool set, again, coming from Recur. They are popping out tons of new figures, and they look like easily the best they've ever released. Also, Marco Makes had shared this image. It appears as though he is working on a Hammond Collection Velociraptor Blue replacement head. This will be eventually landing itself on the shops of Syrett Tech, I believe. And again, with the release of the Hammond Collection Velociraptor Blue right around the corner, I believe it releases officially on April 28th is the date that Plush Boy Q, as well as actually the Target website states. So I would imagine that that is the time that this will eventually hit stores. And again, once it does, make sure you keep an eye out for the release of this replacement head so that you can fix the Velociraptor Blue and make it as pretty as possible. I also wanted to let you guys know that the Yongari from Titanic Creations is officially up and available for pre-order. If you were looking to pick this one up, you can purchase it right now. It is $99.99, and that is actually with a discount because I believe the actual price is $129.99, but you can pre-order it currently for the discounted price. And last time I checked, it was already fully funded with 200 orders placed, but the more orders that we continue to get on this figure means the more extras we'll get with it, and you can see some of which, like the fire breath and that beam that comes from his horn and stuff. So like, you really want to get an order in now if you can to help further along the process of this figure, and of course help to get all of those extras added on. It looks incredible, easily a dream come true if you are a fan of obscure kaiju. So again, check the link in the description. I will of course include a link directly to the site to pre-order that right now. Rebor also had shared a very cool image of a new figure. It is 10 years since Rebor hit the scene, and they are going to re-release their original species, which was the Eutyrannus. They now have a brand new and definitely much better looking version compared to their older one, although I did really quite like their older one, especially at the time, but this is far superior superior to the older Utahraptor, and of course another of the many Rebor releases we have to look forward to. When it comes to Prime 1, they also have officially put up another 1/10 scale Velociraptor for pre-order. You can see it's another Jurassic Park Velociraptor, so that means we've got now 2 different versions of this. We only need 1 more, and then we've officially got the entire trio from Jurassic Park. I don't know for sure if they're going to do that or not, but I would really be happy to see that. And again, another pre-order that I instantly took advantage of and got an order in. If you are interested, I will include a link in the description to Big Bad Toy Store where you can pre-order this beautiful Velociraptor right now. When it comes to Lulu's Customs and Classics, I wanted to show you guys this image. It appears as though he has created himself an insanely cool version of a hybrid Tyrannosaurus Rex, which you can see here, and it looks great. The sculpt looks great. The paint apps look great. Obviously, it's not meant to be an accurate version of a Tyrannosaurus, and in fact, if you had seen my review of his mutant Jurassic Park 4 Spinosaurus, I believe this is like the mutant T-Rex from that. So again, another very, very cool model coming from Lulu's Customs and Classics. I also wanted to show these images off for the Lana Time Shop Utahraptor. This is officially available to purchase. I had let you guys know that it was coming very soon. They basically had teased it like a week or 2 ago, and it is now officially available for sale. You can purchase it painted or unpainted, and it is in 1/35 scales. So if you are interested, just like with everything else, make sure you check the description. There will be a link there for that as well. And something that is really, really cool, a company named Showanna, which I'm pretty sure I pronounced that correctly, but I could be wrong, is going to release their very first 1/35 scale PVC figure. They normally dabble in resin models, very expensive, very high quality resin models. This is the first time they're going to be releasing something like this, and from what I've been told, if it sells well, if it does well, they are going to release an entire line of dinosaur figures. So it's up to us as the collecting community to make sure that this one succeeds for sure, because look at how incredible this Tyrannosaurus Rex Scotty figure looks. It looks like it is far and away the best, or at the very least, one of the best Tyrannosaurus models on the market. And if the actual paint apps match this, man, what a beast of a T-Rex this is going to be. All we really have is the head sculpt, and I'm already over the moon hyped for this one. It does feature an articulated jaw as well. So, of course, once this one does go up for sale, I will let you guys know so you can get a pre-order in or just a straight-up purchase if they go that route, if they don't go the pre-order route. And then we finally move over to Mattel. So first of all, Collect Jurassic had shared quite a few images with us of some upcoming Danger Pack figures. You can see as we kind of run through them here, we're not going to point out each and every one. There are some really cool figures. Again, we've got things like the baby Apatosaurus, and we have another Dimorphodon, which is almost a little bit unfortunate at this point. I think we could have used that figure for something different, even if it does have a new paint job. But we have, again, some really cool new species entering the line as well. And as well as that, we also have a Gallimimus, which has an articulated jaw. So that's the first time we've seen that in the main line, on top of these other exciting figures, even though I think the proportions are definitely a bit wonky on that Gallimimus. But some pretty cool stuff coming for the Danger Packs. Definitely excited to get my hands on some of these. But on top of that, we had the big reveal today, something we've been talking about for months. That would be the Hammond Collection Therizinosaurus and Giganotosaurus. First of all, we'll look at the Therizinosaurus. We have already seen this briefly before. Some images had leaked a little ways back, but it looks incredible. Like, this is absolutely one of Mattel's best figures, if you ask me, so far, and easily the best Therizinosaurus. The sculpt looks fantastic on this. The paint apps look fantastic, and it sports absolute mountains of articulation, including even articulating the fingers there for the Therizinosaurus. Again, it is incredible if you ask me, and one that I without question am picking up. And you can pre-order these actually currently on Target's website. But on top of that, we also have the Giganotosaurus, which is one that we have not seen previously, or most people have not seen, and it looks unbelievable as well. It is very clear to me that Mattel has really stepped it up when it comes to the Hammond collection recently, and this as well, again, is just as incredible, maybe even more incredible than the Therizinosaurus. And I know not everybody's a big fan of the Dominion Giganotosaurus, but I'm a massive fan of it, and to see such a perfect representation of it from Mattel, the coloration even looks perfect if you ask me. I am so excited for this one, cannot wait to get this in my hands, and in fact the wait is going to kill me pretty much because this thing looks so beautiful. On top of that, they actually also teased some other Hammond Collection figures, which you can see here on the back of the packaging. I have to give a shout out to Keith Kelly for pointing this out on a Facebook group that I visit, but you can see that we've got Claire as well as the Pyroraptor and Velociraptor Delta there again on the back of the packaging, which was seen in the video. So it's nice to have a little bit of a sneak peek right there of those figures as well. The Pyroraptor specifically looks incredible if that is in fact a picture of the figure. But on top of that, and one final thing, Mattel also unveiled something that Collect Jurassic had pointed out this morning. They unveiled a brand new line coming from them, which is Jurassic World Reimagined. And I don't know exactly what that is, but you can see we will get some reveals for that in July. So I'm definitely interested to find out more about that, and pretty excited about the addition of a new Mattel Jurassic World line. So in the comments section, as always, let me know what you guys think of all of this. And of course, once I have more news, I will bring it to you. But in the meantime, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.